So welcome back to the Stephan Show. My name is Graham, and welcome to my show. And really quick, you gotta listen very closely here. Hear what that sound is? Do you hear it? You gotta, hold on, just listen. No, that's not 20-cent iced coffee. You know what that is? It's a brand new episode of, wait for it, Millennial Money. That's right, this morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, CNBC posted a brand new episode for us to watch and react to. And this is called Living on $145K a year in Austin, Texas. Wait for it. Millennial Money. Now, I gotta say, every single time I hear or read the word Austin, I remember a movie posted way back in the day. It was with Tom Green. It was called Road Trip. And in that movie, there's a famous line where he says, Austin, Massachusetts. And they're like, wait, no, it's Austin, Texas, or Boston, Massachusetts. So for some reason, in the back of my mind, I always think like Austin, Massachusetts. And I already have it up here. Just listen to this clip. Just listen to it. It's Tom Green. I used to love Tom Green back in the day. Like, he was the one all the kids looked up to in the 90s. Just listen to this.
Where did he go?
Austin, Massachusetts.
So yeah, with that said, we got to give a shout out to one of our VIPs, Tom Green. Cheers to you, buddy. And yeah, let's watch this episode of Millennial Money and see how someone lives on $145,000 a year in Austin, Texas. Wait for it, Millennial Money. I should have said Austin, Massachusetts. That would have been funny. But anyway, let's watch the video. By the way, I'm sure we could all appreciate this. Guess how long the video is. 10 minutes and 1 second. Yeah, that's the old YouTube trick there, so they could put mid-roll ads in the video, as long as you get it past 10 minutes. So yeah, I love to see this. Good work, CNBC, for doing that.
The most important lesson that I've learned about money is to share it and help people.
No, it's not. The most important lesson about money is to always smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Gotcha, maybe. Maybe I did. Let's continue. Look at that, a social media advisor at GoDaddy. I gotta say, GoDaddy is one of those companies, I've used them like since the beginning of the internet. Like, anytime I have ever like started up a website or done anything, it's always GoDaddy. And what I usually end up doing, by the way, is going and buying website domains and then never using them. I only bought them because I thought like, oh, it's a really good deal and it's a cool name, and then you never get around to it and then it expires and then you're like, oh well, someone else got it. But yeah, that's been my experience with GoDaddy. Good company.
I have a base set salary, and then every month, depending on my sales, I get either 120% of that sale or 100% or 80%.
Wait, she gets 120% of the sales, so that's got to be some sort of like recurring thing where like she'll make the money the first month and a bit of the second month, and then after that it's all profit for the company. But yeah, it says Andrea usually averages $20,000 each month from commission. Good for her. You know what? She's a hustler. I could tell she's a hustler already, and she's making fat checks. So you know what? I'm gonna have a sip of coffee for that. Look at this. This seems really nice. Andrea is still guaranteed to bring in the average of her last 3 months of commissions, which is about $14,000. I wish I had something like that. That would put my mind at so much ease to be like, you know what, the next 3 months I'm guaranteed to earn at least what I've averaged the last 3 months. I remember when I first started working as a real estate agent, as soon as you close a deal, that's it. It's done. And then you gotta go and find the next deal, wherever that's gonna come from, and you have no idea how much money you're gonna make, or like, you're totally clueless. So something like this would have definitely put my mind at ease. But then again, you know what, sometimes not knowing where the next commission check is going to come really motivates you to push forward, and like it's a good source of just inspiration to be like, okay, now there's nothing else, what else am I going to do? And it really tends to push you forward, I've noticed. Look at this. What did she do? Prior to the pandemic, Andrea broke the record with a $25,173 commission. What did she do? What did she do? Was that like a single commission check, or was that like multiple commission checks in like a given month? What did she do for that? What did she do? Did she sell a website to like Facebook or something like that? I have a feeling it's got to be something big. Or she signed like a 100-year-long contract. I don't know.
I am able to live very comfortably with my salary here in Austin. I can take a vacation if I want to, or if I just want to do some TLC like with myself. I don't really have to worry about that too much.
All right, let's give this one the quick 1-2 Mayweather here. We got savings, $2,846 a month. That's their emergency fund, 401k, varies depending on the monthly commission. Okay, so savings is decent, but on her income, you would think that she'd be able to save a little bit more than that, but let's see what else. We got rent and utilities, $1,765 a month. That's good. That's pretty low considering how much money she's making. Then she's got $570 a month on transportation. That would be car payment, gas, and Lyft. Again, that's not bad considering her income. And if she's got a car payment, then I have a feeling only a small smidgen of that is going towards interest, and the rest is really just principal on the car, paying down the car loan. That's decent. Then we got MISC. $403 a month. That would be streaming services, beauty services, clothes, and entertainment. Again, she could afford it. Honestly, on this income, everything she's doing so far, she could afford it by far. Then we got $300 a month on food. That's really good. She's low on food, so that right there, that gives a pass from me. Then we got giving, $250 a month, and make sure to give a like on the video if you guys enjoy this. Then we got insurance, $233 a month. That's for medical, dental, vision, car, renters, pet. She's got a really good deal on her insurance, I gotta say. Wherever she's insured, that's good. I have a feeling GoDaddy's probably subsidizing some of her health insurance or paying like most of it because that's really low. Then we got student loans. Student loans, $230 a month. Jeez, I hate student loans. Bed expenses, $100 a month, and then phone, $80. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think it's good. But $6,700 a month total spending. What does that bring us per year? $80,400. Where's the rest of the money going? She's making $145, let's just say in Texas, which by the way is a really good tax state. So let's just say after all is said and done, she's bringing in, let's call it $105,000 after all taxes and stuff like that. Where's the rest of the money going? That's what I want to know. Because right now there's like $20,000, there's $25,000 that's unaccounted for here. Where is it going? We're gonna find this out.
I do not go to the groceries very often because I don't know how to cook. I have tried to learn, it just doesn't work for me all the time.
Look at this. Andrea has been cooking more since shelter-in-place orders went into effect. I love how they had to put that disclosure there. She's got pepperoni pizza Hot Pockets. I have not had a Hot Pocket since I was a kid. I used to love the breakfast Hot Pockets. I used to eat one of those before I went to school. That or like a toaster strudel. Those now, that would be like eating a dessert. That would be terrible. But like, as a kid, there was nothing better than just making a toaster strudel, like putting that frosting. Sometimes what I would do is actually save up the frostings, and then like the very last one, I'd have all the frostings left over. And then I just doused the entire thing with frosting. So you have like an extra frosted toaster strudel. So that was pretty good.
I think overall it does save me money when I go out to eat because I'll take leftovers home and then that's another meal or two.
Well, let's not kid ourselves here. I mean, you're not saving money by going and eating out and then having leftovers. It's a misconception. I mean, it's always nice to have leftovers. It's always nice to go and get like a really big meal and you could split it up. That's fine. You'd save a lot of money though, still eating at home, by far.
In student loans, I owe about $30,000. I'm paying about $230 a month, the minimum monthly, because I'm hoping someone can come into office and kind of just diminish the student debt loan. If not, then I'll be paying that till I'm like 45.
Oh man, why? Here's the thing, it's like, that's a decent amount of money, $30,000. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm all for making the minimum monthly payment if her interest rate on the student loan is under 4%. If that's the case, then yes, take as long as you need to go and pay it off. There's no sense paying down a low interest rate. If it's above 4% though, either refinance that or go and pay it off as soon as possible. That's a lot of money, and I don't think anyone's gonna come into office and just forgive $30,000 worth of student debt. That's not gonna happen. I just can't ever rationally seeing that happen. And then how would that be fair to everyone else who like diligently paid off their student loans, and then everyone who has loans is like, whoop, I get that forgiven. What if someone just paid off their loan a month before everything else went into effect and it was forgiven? I mean, it doesn't make sense. So anyway, I wouldn't count on that ever happening. But again, as long as she has a low interest rate on that, it's okay to take your time paying it off.
I literally had nothing like 4 or 5 years ago, nothing to my name. I took a screenshot of my accounts.
Oh my God, wow. Guys, this gives me a lot of anxiety. Look, there are negative balances in this. You know what? I have a feeling this is what happens in Bank of America when you just like barely overdraft by like $1 or $2, and then they charge on a whole bunch of fees on top of that. It's like you have like a $20 overdraft fee or like something crazy like that for Bank of America. We go $1 over, it's like, oh, you know, you go $1 over, now you owe us 25 more dollars. You know, it's a little weird, but anyway, wow. It's good how she was able to turn her life around though.
I got plugged into church and I got a solid foundation that helped with my sobriety. And I met a lot of other people that were just like me that just kind of got caught up in some bad decisions and wanted to change. And I think having a big support system like that is key.
Oh, you know what? That's awesome. Good for her. And she's definitely doing like exceedingly well at this point. So within a short amount of time, she's doing phenomenal.
So when I first started making money, I wasn't sober yet. And so I would be spending hundreds of dollars out all the time. And that would be draining. And I had to learn if I did save it, there's a bigger outcome and a return on that.
That's good. You know what? The hardest part, though, I got to say about savings is that I've noticed a lot of people can cut back and save, but then it's resisting the temptation of having all the money sitting in your bank account and then not spending it on anything else. So that, I would say, is the toughest part. Usually what I found is that out of sight, out of mind. You go and invest the money, you go and put it somewhere, you lock it away, and you're less likely to want to spend it after that.
So every 2 weeks, I'll put $1,000 into my savings. I'm also saving in my 401k, so 7% goes into my 401k. I'm thinking of opening a Roth IRA.
Do that immediately. If you're watching this right now, which I have a feeling you're probably watching this video right now, if that's the case, comment down below. But I gotta say, max out the Roth IRA. There's no reason right now why you should be contributing any more to the 401k beyond what GoDaddy matches you. Do the Roth IRA first, and then after you maxed out the Roth IRA, you can do that very quickly, then go back to the 401k afterwards. I'm a true believer in that.
Just signed on a house last week. It'll be custom build. It'll be ready in about 4 or 5 months. And I'm like, yes, like I've worked hard, been wise with investments, and now I'm able to do these things, or to buy a house in Austin.
Yeah, you know what? The only thing I have to say though, those new constructions can be a bit of a premium, and a lot of those developer financing options, they charge you a little bit more interest than if you were just to go through a bank normally. Now, I'm not saying she didn't do that, but I have a feeling most likely she went through the developer for financing. She's probably getting an interest rate maybe around like 5.5%, which is high. And she's maybe paying a little bit more than if she got a home that's like 6 years old. I'm just assuming here. I have no proof of this, maybe I'm totally wrong, but I have a feeling that's generally what happens with some of these developer properties.
I'm hoping to lease it out in about 2 or 3 years, or sell it in maybe 5 or 6 years, and from that buy another investment property or a duplex.
There we go, she said duplex. All right, I'm good now. She mentioned duplex. But in all seriousness, you know, if the home does not make a good rental, then it would probably make sense to sell. But if it makes a good rental and you got a good interest rate locked in for 30 years, then maybe consider renting it out, going and buying something else, living that for a few years, renting that out, going and doing it again. Really, I think within 10 years, you could accumulate 3, 4 rental properties, even 2. Even if you just do 2 or 3, you would be set. Once those things are paid off, that's your retirement right there.
I think Austin is the greatest place in the planet. Everywhere I've traveled, nowhere has come close to Austin.
It's funny, Austin kind of reminds me of Glendale. I've never been to Austin, but Glendale, California looks exactly like this.
So I don't want to sound like a crazy dog person, but
every time someone says, I don't mean to sound like a crazy dog person, they're always a crazy dog person. I'm a crazy cat person. I know it sounds weird to say, but yeah, I got Ramsay. I found Ramsay actually outside. He was like this little stray kitten, brought him in, and then all of a sudden now I'm a cat person. So yeah, a crazy cat person at that.
When I first got him, we literally had nothing. I didn't have any money for any toys for him, so he would just roll around the little cardboard toilet paper roll. So now when I see a nice little sweater or something cute, like I'll get that for him because we've literally been through a lot together and I like to spoil him.
Oh, it seems so cute. See, that's like the perfect size dog. Wait, what is a dog? Is that Louis Vuitton? It's cute though, that's cute.
I spend monthly about $30 on his life pet insurance. I spend for his treats, for his food, his clothing.
Gucci. I hope that better not be real. I'd be really upset if that's real. I hope that's like a cute little thing online that you could buy for like 15 bucks. There's no way Gucci makes dog clothing. Do they? Let's find out. We're gonna find out right now, guys. Gucci dog clothes. Let's see. Okay, so like you do have Gucci dog clothes. Oh, it's called Poochie with the P instead of Gucci. Yeah, but you do, yeah, Poochie. Wow. Oh yeah, yeah. It's cheap stuff. It's not like the real stuff, but okay. Yeah, I could get behind this. It's like 20 bucks.
So I have a monthly membership at a massage place downtown. I like to spend to get like my eyebrows done and, you know, certain things that make me feel good. I like watches. I have a watch box full of watches. That's my one splurge, would be watches.
Oh, there we go. She likes watches. That's another good one. Some of these watches too are really good investments. As I say, like as I slam this watch down onto the, that's not good for it. Hopefully that's fine. Oh, Andrea's most expensive watch was $250 from Daniel Wellington. Yeah, you know what? One day you'll start getting into like Rolexes and APs and Pateks. Just wait, just wait. Some of those could actually be good investments.
My dad, when I started making more and being successful in my career, he has always reminded me, when you get, you give, when you learn, you teach, and so that's one of the main foundational pieces. Now that I am more successful in what I'm doing, to always remember to do that and to stay humble with those things.
Oh, she sounds really well balanced. She's got it all figured out, it seems like, right now. And honestly, I don't really have that many complaints. There's nothing in here so far that I can complain about, except where is the missing money going? I mean, that's the only thing. If you're making $145,000 a year, unless, by the way, unless it's just like recent, or unless it's like estimated for this year, something like that. As of right now, there's about $25,000 that is unaccounted for in from her income back to her monthly spending. So that's my only complaint, is where did the money go? But otherwise, she's got a really good grasp on everything.
I always want to set a higher goal to push me more, to kind of just push my limits. Anyone can change their life or their situation, because it did for me, and those mistakes or bad circumstances don't make you. You just have to make a choice to do better.
So there we go. I mean, geez, I have absolutely nothing to criticize on this. She's doing everything well. The only thing I should say is just go and max out that Roth IRA first, and then after that, go and contribute and just max out the 401k. You already got everything else set, but that would really be it. And then, as for the house you're buying, just make sure you get a really good interest rate. Right now, rates have just plummeted. So if you go and buy the house, what you could always do, if you already got it locked up or whatever, you could just refinance 6 months after you close, do a cash out refinance if you have too much equity in there, or just be able to do that to lower the interest rate. But beyond that, I mean, everything else is really good. Where's the missing money going? That's what I really want to know. You're probably left over with $105,000, maybe even $110,000 after tax. You're only spending like, 80 of that a year total in that. So the money's going somewhere. We want to know where the money is going. And besides that, honestly, it's a really good episode. It sounds like she has everything figured out. It's a really inspirational story. It just goes to show you that no matter where you are right now in life, you could turn things around. You could make $145,000 a year in Austin, Texas, and you could smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you have not done that already. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Feel free to add me on Instagram. I post there pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there, as on my podcast. That's right, we started a brand new podcast, link down below in the description. New episodes being posted every single Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, if you haven't gotten your 2 free stocks yet, use the link down below in the description. Webull is going to be giving you 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 on the platform, with one of those stocks potentially valued at the $1,400. So if you want those 2 free stocks, use the link down below. Let me know which 2 free stocks you get. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.